Hello everybody, Brian here from quantlabs.net. Today is January 3rd. Thought I would do an analysis on this order file of 8 positions that my system has been tracking and testing. A couple of notes here is I want to show you how random things are and how quick things can go up, being profitable or negative. So here's a typical order file I showed in a previous video. It's comma separated. We have here the unique ID with the pair, the Australian dollar and the Swiss franc in this case. It's a buy or a long. Here's the pair with the unique ID, the amount. This is the ATR, average true range at the time, being calculated. This means true that it's long. This right here is the number of bars that is counted while the position's opened. And this is the P&L or profit and loss as of opening the position in US dollars. So regardless of what currency it is. So you can see here, this first position is always negative. Never hits any profit whatsoever. First thing to do here is potentially kill the trade or find a smart way to make sure on the first bar it's not negative. Okay. Second position here is a very short one. There's only 6 bars, but it opened up negative. This is the Swiss franc, Japanese yen. Was a long as well, and was always negative with only 6 bars. The next one is an interesting one. It's the US dollar and the Canadian dollar. Opens up negative. And this is a typical that you'll see. Starts negative, goes deep, negative a little bit, and it comes back to profitable. As you can see here, it still remains profitable. And then it starts to get more profitable at 29 cents, 36, 45, 50, from 56 to 76 cents, all the way up to 83 cents. So this would have been a good trade if you hung on to the peak of about here, 63 bars in. But because the system hung on to this trade too long, I believe it went negative, as you'll see. So 63 bars hits a peak of about 83 cents, comes back down, and then it's not as profitable as it used to be. Comes back a little bit here at 68 cents. And then it just hung on 140 bars. Went back up to 75 cents. You can see how random this is. So right here, and then as it hung on to the position, 252 bars later, it goes negative. And what happens? It closes out negative. So if I had programmed this system at some point to cut the trade while it hits a certain amount at 75 cents, I would have done okay on that trade. Next position, this one again is the Swiss franc and the yen. Opens negative. And it just doesn't quite get to any form of profitable, maybe negative 2 cents here. That's 28 bars in. Oh, and it does go positive. Right here, 55 bars in. Hits a peak of 6 cents, whoop-de-doo, 7 cents, 67 bars. Oh, and then it started doing really well. So about here, it's profitable. 75 bars in. It comes back down. Still hang on to a profitable trade. Still stays on 35, even goes higher, 44, 51, 62, and that's 150 bars in, and then it goes back to negative. So again, this position is being held on too long. Okay, so at some point you got to figure out maybe at what point should you cut the trade. So again, that goes over about 67 cents in profit. Still here, this trade's still happening. Over 400 bars. Just hung on too long. When the position gets closed, it's back to negative right there. So we could have been up 60 cents if we figured a way to get out. So taking profit at a certain percent, we got to figure out. Next one, this one opens up negative. Kind of break evens here at 32 at 0.32 bars in. Euro, British pound, breaks even, and just continuously goes negative and closes negative right there. This other one, Euro, New Zealand dollar, same thing, opens negative. I believe it stays negative. Gets pretty bad at negative 121. Never hits a positive whatsoever. Not a good one. Next one is the Euro New Zealand dollar. Opens negative again. Let's see here. Just it's a very bad trade, this one. Never recovers. See, hung on 486, still negative. That trade should have never happened. Next one, US Mexican peso. Again, negative. Negative. That shouldn't have been put on. So you can see here, most of them are negative. Euro New Zealand dollar again. Opens negative 0.26. Stays negative all the way through. It just gets worse. Yeah, that shouldn't have been happening either. This one, Euro Singapore dollar, negative again. Gets close to being profitable, but no, it does not. So majority, as you can see, are negative. Losing money, that is. So we got to fix this. Yeah, there you go. Oh, actually, I made a little bit of money, a whole penny, 400 bars in. But remember, here's the interesting thing. This is one of those trades where it goes from, oh, sorry. We had the US dollar and the South African rand, but here it gets kind of weird. From negative 0.67 to a positive 0.78 in one bar. That would have been a fluke if you were able to turn that to positive. But again, it's a big loss at the beginning of that trade. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's a long trade, 400 bars. But again, this is money being tied up. Okay, so the Singapore dollar, This is where it starts right here. So that was 40 bars. So you can see that everything's all totally random. But the this metric here, the P&L in US dollars, can be very helpful. I've compared the SMA crosses of an exit for slow and fast. They can be useful, not as accurate as this, nor is the ATR, the average true range, seems to be lagging for some reason, because you can see here, it just, the P&L, I mean, this doesn't seem right on, here's the ATR set at 0.59, but I have to track and add in here this row, the actual last closing market price, probably on the ask side, and or probably on the bid side, probably better. Track that as well in this Redis database. This is the orders file from the database of some of these positions that we've put on. So I'm going to add that new amount on the database to see what we can track on the actual price on the entry and the life cycle of the position on the bid market closing price. All right, so I just want to show you how random this is over leave 8 positions. All these were from earlier today. This will somewhat help you out. Talk to you later.